Hello and welcome to another replay analysis 7.27c. This is a user request by Endrosi. He's going to be the Windranger in this one. And like all of the other games, again, we're going to just kind of watch their perspective for at least the first 10-15 minutes to just kind of understand how they're laning. But towards the end of the game, because this is more than an hour-long game, and I don't want to kill myself, we're going to go to exit. So into the mid to late game, obviously we'll talk about some of the T-fights, some of the things they could have done better. But it looks like the one that's going to be Endrosi is actually Jin Mori here. And he's kind of just chilling with his line buddy in the mid lane. So we'll see exactly what he's doing. In terms of one thing I've noticed right off the bat, his supports are terrible supports. Like literally the line walked by him, did not give him any tangos. I don't know what the deal is. What's going on? So we're going to see an Invoker off lane? What is going on? Okay, well, this is why you lose already. I'm just going to call it now. Obviously, this is not great. You have like an Observer Ward, so you're definitely expecting to be mid, but you have no regen whatsoever. Let's just speed this up. All right, let's get this started. Okay. Good body blocks. Good block. Good block there. Oh, you missed it. Okay. I complimented you. That's my fault, so that's why you dropped the ball on that one, so to speak. And you got first blood. So you got it against the Lich, which is very nice. It's a tri-lane to start, at least the top lane. But you're up against an AM mid. Mind you, it's not even the Persona one, so, you know, get on her level, I guess. Okay. Right away. Hang on. Let's see. Your camera work right now seems really off to me. Hang on. I mean, it's fine now. And mind you, you're clicking way back there. Okay. All right. I think the camera work, like, this is not really relevant to be shown. Like, I think that if I'm going to move the camera for you, you should be more like this. Right? Because, like, this behind, like, you can see this stuff. Right? So your camera work, you need to center yourself like this so that you can see what's beyond in the river. If a chick is coming, can you maybe pick it off? All of these things, right? So we'll go back to yours. You power shotted there. Did not get the last hit. And actually, you're losing in terms of just initial last hits and denies. 6-1 versus your 3-0. But okay. So you've pulled it back. Only pulled back one of the creeps. I don't like it how you're... Okay, hang on. You went for the... I don't like it how you're just auto-clicking. You're right-clicking the creeps. Because you're going to push it. And you actually don't want to push it. Alright, this will push back, though. Okay. Your Observer Ward has been spotted. I think this is a super obvious one. I mean, you have only so many choices, so to speak. It's like here or there. But that means that there's a sentry nearby, or they might have spotted you placing it. Oh, get that last hit. Oh, you chose the wrong one. Okay, but you're going to tank some of this. Okay. Not all in all, not the worst, especially since you didn't have any tangos. But okay, so you're back and you've got one null talisman. You've got something on the way. It's a bit of a surprise. I'm not going to actually check what it is. But okay, it's a little harder. Like right now, it's on the high ground, right? Like this is a perfect spot for AM because you've got the miss chance. What is it, 25-30%? So what you need to do is you need to pull these creeps. Oh gosh, your camera works a little wonky at times. But you want to get it so that the creeps are still killing your ranged, so that it pushes. And it's pushing under tower though. Get the last hit. I missed it. All right, get that one. Okay, you got that one. Cool. All right, so 11-2, 13-1. You're a bit of a wash, but it's under tower, so it's gonna push. What's gonna happen? Why are you not zoning out? Right? I understand you don't want to aggro this guy, but if you take a step back, right-click him. You can actually get some shots in without aggroing the creeps. You need to understand the aggro mechanics of this game. You do have a bottle ready. And that will push. Okay, so you don't need to waste time here. Go for DC'd. Again, pull the wave. I think that your range creep probably should die. You're on the low ground. You're not doing enough to harassment to AM. Once he gets his ring of health, it's going to be super annoying to deal with, and it's going to be very hard to kind of zone him out. What you need to do is get as many shots in early, because you're ranged, and you take advantage of the fact that you've put pressure on him from the beginning. and you haven't been putting any sort of pressure on him, right? Hang on, let's fast forward this. We ain't got time for this. So we speed things up, blah, blah, blah. All right, and now you're back. Oh, you missed the last hit there. Okay. Deny. Oh, yep, no, okay. No, all right. So he's level 5, but he's been largely untouched, right? Have you clicked on him once? Do you know the fact that he has a stick? Do you, like, because of the fact that you haven't been zoning him, he's not scared of you, right? He can just happily farm. He can just go out, blink out, gets, you know, the haste, which could potentially do some damage. And the power shot really doesn't do much because of the fact that he has a stick, right? So even early, like when we're level 1, sometimes it's okay to just start right-clicking him and then just win run, right? If he wants to trade, he's not going to hit you. So you can take advantage of the fact that, you know, you have win run. You haven't been using that enough. You've been going for power shot, and to be honest, it really doesn't do enough damage at level 2 to really warrant this. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the shackle level 1. I think it's very, you know, again, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, it'll help. Ooh, okay. You're going to power shot right in his face. That shackle was never going to connect from that angle. Okay. So 4 minutes and 50 seconds, right? What is the call? What's going to happen? You're not bottling enough. I think that you definitely want to keep more regen, because he's not coming up to harass you, right? So you're just kind of pushing it. Like, okay, what you can do is when... Oh, wow, he just came out of nowhere. Hang on, let's talk about this. There we go. Wind range. Yeah, shackle's not going to work. You got to work on your shackles, right? If you're going to go for it, that 0.75 second stun is never worth it if it's not going to hit on somebody. Right? And the fact that you just now wasted mana, right? If you get the shackle into focus fire, like, then he has to blink away, but he blinked into you, right? Like, actually, hang on. Oh, man. The line's gonna get gone off. Oh, you're actually gonna try to save him? I don't think you need to, you're gonna save him? Nice counter spell there. Oh. And through it all, you didn't even save him. But he's gonna try to be okay. I think he's got blink, yeah. Yeah, like this is the time where I'm pretty sure you're friends with this lion, because if it was a traditional pub player, you would have been like, fuck that guy, he's dead, right? Like, I don't really need it. And that's my initial gut feeling too, as the Windranger. Just focus on the lane, just get further fatter. But again, I think it's coming back to the earlier part of the game where you had opportunities to harass the AM. You're a ranged hero. You need to take advantage of that. That's the biggest. This is why, generally speaking, when you're going mid one-on-one, and I'm a melee guy, and I'm going up against a ranged guy, I'm going to suffer, right? I'm going to feel wary because of the fact that you can outrange me, you can zone me. And this will help you as a mid player just get better because of the fact that if you can be aggressive and start zoning people out, you'll have an easier time laning, right? This is how you win the lane, by controlling it, right? Now you're in the situation where AM is actually fat enough. He's going straight up treads. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you know, okay, so it is what it is. But you have DD, and he needs to respect that. But you don't have any mana, right? Like, have you been using your bottle? All 3 charges? Now you're gone on right here. Wind run away. Oh, you saw the counter spell. That was very slow. Actually, you know what I mean? If he jumped in on you, he blinked in on you. Right? I don't know. Hang on. Let me see the cooldown on this. It's 12 seconds. Right? So what you should have done is when he blinked on you, DD, wind run, focus fire, and just fight. You know what I mean? He can't run away. Like, he can't blink away. And he's going to man fight you. And he can't hit you with wind run. And you have DD and you're focus firing. Right? So I think you could have gotten a kill there. But now you've used DD for what? To get that last hit? Like, there's no value out of this. Okay, and now you're gonna. I think you're wasting too much mana on little stuff, on things that don't matter, right? Like this, you should not, because there's no way for you to cast any of your spells now, right? You have 200 something mana, maybe focus fire, maybe a power shot, and then like that's maybe a wind run by the time it actually happens, but you can't shackle then, right? So you need to manage your mana to help you in the lane. And so it's okay to power shot or it's okay to win run, but you at the end of the day, you need mana to fight. And plus the fact that if this guy hits you with his mana break, he's actually he's gonna actually make it impossible for you to get any of your spells on because you have so little mana to begin with. Right? And you're trying to make saves when they're not possible, right? Like this AM, it's very difficult to get away from an AM because of the fact that he has blink, but what are you doing now, right? Like if we're looking at this, you're doing this walk of shame thing, right? Why don't, instead of walking back, hang on, all right, we got to get off your camera. Instead of walking back, just call a clarity. You know what I mean? Or if the teammate were to just TP in, pass him the bottle. It fills up your bottle. Like, there are way more efficient things to do. Now, you've kind of stuck back in here. If we're looking at net worth, this AM is going to be way on top. Right? Because you've given him all the space, he's made some kills, and the fact that you've left the lane. Every time he leaves the lane, every time he gets a kill, he goes on out, you need to punish him by actually farming, by getting further ahead. Like, you should be way fatter than this guy. Because he's actually wasted time, like chasing around that lion, killing the Enigma, just being at places, right? If he wants to travel, so be it, right? If he gets the kill, so be it. It's beyond first blood. It's not the end of the world. Like, getting this creep wave, farming this lane, this small camp, and this one are gonna add way more to you. And once you get items, then you can further punish him. All right, I'll see you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, okay, so it's 10 minutes now. And you still, like, I feel like you've shot like 3 arrows at AM almost this entire game. I think he sold the tangos because he realized he didn't need it. And now it looks like he's going to go straight up Battle Fury. I mean, why not, right? He's already got treads, so he's already in a good spot. So not much else you can do there. So it's 10 minutes here. I think it's going to be, judging by what I can see so far, I don't think you're going to be making a lot of rotations. And you're going to be, you're kind of reactive. You're not an aggressive mid, right? Where in the sense that if you snowballed earlier and you did some of those other things that I told you about earlier, you would have more items that you would be scary enough that you could actually make your presence known in the other lanes. Now you're kind of like, I'm kind of mixed. I'm kind of sticking with him. Oh, nice. He blinked in, focus fire. And you could, oh, you got him with a power shot. Whoa. We got to rewind that. That was pretty legit. That was pretty legit. This is one of those, you know, let me see where he ends up going. He literally walked into the mid. Oh my god, you got him on the end. That's a headshot. Okay, you could probably clip that and get a good, nice little highlight reel from that one. That was a nice power shot, I'm not gonna lie with that. But the same thing you just did could have been done earlier when you had that DD. Right? And it would have been easier because of the fact that he didn't have level 3 blink, but he had level 2 blink. So you would have gotten 12 seconds of free focus fire time with DD as opposed to the 9. And he almost got away on that one. He just kind of walked into that arrow at the end. Okay? So I hope you're kind of understanding some of the little things that you can do to just completely dominate the lane. Like, I don't feel like you have terrible mechanics and you have like no chance. I don't think that that's true at all. I think that you are good. You understand what you need to do, but there are tiny little things of being a little bit more aggressive and controlling the game. If you do that, it'll really help you because it's the early part. And this is why in all of the replays I do, I usually slow it down or play a normal speed for the first 10-15 minutes because all of this stuff, it's again, like chess, right? Early game sets you up for mid game sets you up for late game, right? If you have an early game, your mid game becomes easier, right? But you have to have a good early game and to accelerate, snowball, all of these good things to make sure that you're in a position of power in that mid game when it happens. Because if you're struggling to play well in the early game, your mid game defense is almost disastrous, right? You will struggle and you have to come back. You have to figure out ways to do that. It's much easier to be in the driver's seat and to take advantage of the mistakes and the opportunities that are given to me as opposed to playing from, you know, behind, so to speak, right? Like, it's a different mentality, it's a different style. And so another thing is that, and we can speed this up, is that I feel like you're like a farming core type. You're not so worried, like, if there's nobody in this mid lane, push it, right? And to be honest, hang on, let me just rewind this, because this is something that I did learn as a mid too, right? But in this situation, right, what you do here is that these two are slowly whittling down. What you do is you actually focus on the range creep. Get this guy to about half, and then when you power shot, you can literally kill all three with that one power shot, right? That will push the wave way faster than what you did here, which is literally, I'll just focus this guy, I'll just kill this guy, all right? Because we're talking about time, precious seconds that nobody's in the mid lane, right? Now these creeps, 2 seconds further, would have already been doing some chip damage, right? It's not a lot of damage, but all of this chip damage adds up. So if you want to be a better mid player, you need to focus on, like, even this lane, you do the same exact thing, but now, okay, now people are in deny range, right? So if you got 2 shots on the ranged creep, got him to half, and then did the power shot, you would have killed him, and then you wouldn't have given up those last hits. The deny, so to speak, to the AM, who just walked back into the lane. All right, now you need to start making plays, right? You got a DD here. What do you do with this? People need to respect you, right? Got naked javelin with DD. Like, sometimes it's okay. Here's another situation. Before, you were kind of willy-nilly with the mana uses. Hi, Ivan. So this is the situation where you're at full life. You have everything that you need, even a DD. The Dota gods have given you a DD, right? So this is the type where I don't think that I think there's a creep right here. But this creep, you need to go for this shackle, right? Like you position yourself into where that range creep is and just line it up so that you get the shackle, focus fire on him, activate the DD, and then focus fire him. And then what you're doing with that move is you're forcing him to be like, oh shit, I could potentially die again. He blinks away, you dominate the lane. You still have DD running, fine. Kill the rest of the wave and then do some more tower damage, right? But instead, you kind of passively let AM play to his strengths, which is, I just want to take whatever's available in the mid, I'm going to go in through. And the second thing is that he actually went Claymore. This is a really bad item to start. I mean, it does more damage, and yeah, it kills some creeps really fast. But if you went Perseverance, which is the combining of both of them, his regen becomes insane. Meaning that almost every lane, or for the rest of the laning phase, he will not die. It's almost impossible to kill this AM. He becomes indestructible because of the amount of HP regen that Perseverance gives him at this stage. Okay? Another thing. If you're going to go for this gank, just pop the DD. Right? It's going to expire in 30 seconds anyways. Are you going to make another move, another gank elsewhere during this time? Probably not. And it's just going to be auto-casted on you. So you're saving it for a moment that will probably never happen. You're looking for that perfect opportunity to use the DD. Sometimes it's okay to just use it in this situation and zone this motherfucker out. Right? Like if you DD it, shackle him. Oh, no, that shackle was bad. Like, okay, this game is kind of forgiving in the sense of the shackles, right? But the angles that I'm seeing, oh, that's a regen. You need to work on your shackles. You need to practice that. I think you've missed like at least 3, maybe upwards of 5. I've lost track. But now you're using the DD just to farm. Like this DD is like an invitation to attack the enemy. Like you need to understand when is the best time to use the DD. And just farming creeps is probably not the best one for you. Shackle again. Ah, mate. And now you use the DD. Oh, you're going to chase for this. You're gonna, what? Nani? Huh? Sorry, everything looks funny in 2x. Everything seems like a bad decision in 2x. But okay, you're back now, and you wasted that DD. You didn't really get much out of that. Oh, now the power shot. Okay, so you power shot it. Hang on. Stop. 2x. All right, let me rewind this crap. Okay. Let me see this. Where is this? All right, I think it's here. Okay. All right, so everything that I said was still relevant here, but this... You know, when you do this? This power shot that you take. This is a really bad power shot. Reason being, you will not kill anyone, okay? And yes, you'll do some damage. You'll probably hit the guy, right? I don't even know if you do. Let me just see. Yeah, you do, okay? But seeing as that you've power shotted this guy, and he's gonna see it, like he's gonna know that this area is warded because there's no other way to get vision, right? So you've given away the fact that that there's a ward here. And the second thing is that he's going to get away scot-free because you're in no position to even kill this guy, right? Power shot is the type where it's great to farm with and to secure that killing blow. But just shooting it out willy-nilly like this gives away a lot of information to the enemy. These are the things that you need to work on because this will help you, because then the Lich will be like, oh shit, there was a ward there, and then the Juggernaut just killed that, right? So all of these things are kind of like everything. When you cast your spells, there needs to be a rhyme and a reason for it. And it works both ways, right? If you see the enemy Windranger do something like that, you'll be like, oh, why did he do that? Oh, he does have vision. You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that you can think of, and then you can kind of deduce technically where the wards could be. So, yeah, if you want to farm, that's fine. But are you making enough space for the PA? Let me see. Yeah, the PA is really almost as Battle Fury. Not the end of the world. Where are you? I don't even see you. Am I looking at your view? Yeah, I am looking at your view. Okay, so the Lion secured that DD. What do you get out of this? And you gotta stop placing wards. I know it wasn't on you, but like if they didn't, like they've been going all out, just dewarding everything in the mid lane. All right, so you got MKB, which is great in 7.27. I think that has been buffed quite a lot. It's a very good first item, and it does a shit ton of damage. And now the TP's coming. This is the first real movement that I've seen you do. Black Hole catches out 3. Where's your buddies? Oh, the shackle doesn't actually connect on anything. Now, oh, you've got RP'd. And he's going to skewer? No, he's going to just run away. Okay, he just dashed him out. That was really stupid. But again, like, if we've got a counter of shackles, I'm pretty sure at least 5 shackles have been missed. I'm sorry, mate. I don't mean to be a dick, but definitely you need to work on your shackle game if you want to play Windranger. It goes from one of the most powerful spells in the game, a 2-man shackle, right? And it's on like what, a 10-second cooldown at level 4. You can even get it down to level 8, or you've already chosen 1.5 mana and regen, but you can get it down to 8 seconds on a 3.8 second duration. Okay, let that sink in. Like, if you can hit your 2-man shackles. Don't get me wrong. This is why Windranger is not the easiest. But you need to learn how to get, like, you got to improve that number, so to speak. It can't be 0 for 6. It needs to be, like, 2 for 6 or 1/3. All right, so what do you do now? You have Focus Fire, and I feel like you're not using that enough. Okay, hang on. This is a really bad time to back up. This is an opportunity. Hang on, let me pause this. Pause, okay? Free cam it. This is what you're seeing, right? You're seeing that the Magnus is here, the Drow is here, even your PA. Like, you have 4 people bottom, right? This action is going on, okay? This is, with this many people here, is going to attract it, and all the boys are going to come to the yard, so to speak, right? And if that happens, that means that you're going to have some space mid. Yes, you saw the Frost Armor here, but you have Focus Fire. You're not using Focus Fire enough. Like, you should be destroying towers. This is why Windranger's so good, is because she's so versatile, right? She's got a stun, she's got a power shot, she's got the Focus Fire, wind run. Like, she's got almost everything. She's like a jack of all traits, not an expert in anything, so to speak, but you can change your play style based on how the team provides or how they play against you. Right? And this is a situation where even if the Lich is there, you can force the issue on this Lich. You can make the Lich fight you. You can literally kill him. Right? He's got nowhere to go. Now you're gonna kill this last creep, and when you back up again, why don't you Focus Fire? Why don't like, there's nobody around, right? Look at this, all this space that's being provided. You're creating people, right? The 3 people bottom, meaning that they're gonna have to start rotating. They even see the jugs. The TPs are coming. Like, all of this stuff, right? And you've gotten all of this space as a mid. You need to take advantage of this, right? Yeah, you power shot one more time, but this is going to come back to, and to be honest, spoiler alert, I did see your KDA at the end of the game, but now what are you looking to do? It's way too late. You don't even have a TP, right? So A, you fucked up by not taking this tower, which you probably could have just forced Focus Fire that, and then now you're in a situation where you didn't have a TP to get into your tower. Like, hang on, I gotta rewind this. Like, this is just game sense, right? And helping your team. At the end of the day, the PA is the one that's gonna win you this game. If you stood right here and did not back up at this moment, he would have to, or she, depending on, would then be able to blink right onto you, and you could have saved her life. Okay? And this is wasted movement. You didn't take the tower. You were kind of, do I go in? I didn't have the TP to get to my tower. And now you've actually let your PA die by not being close enough where that she could have blinked. I mean, maybe not with the mana disruption. It was very close. I think that she had the mana for it. But nonetheless, wasted movement by you. Your rotation was kind of a little off the mark. Yes, I would. Yes, Astro Phoenix. Yes, this is gonna be my last one for the day. So yes. Okay. So now what are you gonna do? Get it. Where's your TP? Why have you not gotten your TP yet? Okay. Too many times I've seen players not have their TPs. Every player needs to have at least 2. I would say I always go with Costco special of 3, and I think that you should always have 3. It's way more important than even trying to get that, that mithril hammer, all that stuff. The TP will get you in a situation where you're never caught flat-footed again. And when a fight does happen, you can TP on in, and you can TP on out if you needed to. If you get jumped in, and maybe you're, win run, TP on out, right? Like, it gives you options to go both ways. And that 90 gold will get you way faster than just spending money or saving up money for this hammer that you're getting. The ogre axe or whatever that is. Now you're fighting for creeps with the PA, and you're thinking, oh, I'm level higher than them, this PA who's struggled, right? But the thing is that the PA is the one that will win you this game. Okay, you need to understand that. She is the one that needs to be getting the farm. Let her get the last hits. Let her get the, the style. You need to create space for her as opposed to her creating space for you, which is kind of how things have played out right now. You're the farming type. Now you're wasting a little bit of time here, but you can be aggressive. And why is this Jug getting free shots on in your tower? Why is there no TP? Because you don't have a TP. Invoker doesn't have a TP. Lion is on cooldown. Enigma, I was going to call him Black Hole, because at the end of the day, he's pretty much just Black Hole. But, yeah, and through that all, Juggernaut, free tower. You gave up a tower uncontested. Okay? Alright, so BKB you've got lined up, which is fine. Enigma has the blink, so you've got the initiation set on your team, and you kind of go on in. That's fine. Alright, sorry. I said I would do 2x, and I did not. Win run. Okay. You got the focus fire on in. But why are you backing? Oh, you're actually down a hero. But I feel like you run too much. Like, you got a nice kill. Like, this lane is pushing, right? Like, if you get, like, a decent ward, like here, you can spot movement and spot some sort of help. If you see people, it's like, okay, now's the time to back off, especially since we're behind people, right? But, like, you're wasting a lot of movement just kind of moving back and forth. And to be honest, there's no way you out-farm an AM. He's just too quick. He's got Blink. He's got Battle Fury at this point. And you're going to struggle, right? So this is the time where, remember when we talked about the fact that you were not a specialist, you were kind of a generalist, right? Oh, you don't even go for the deny. Okay. Yeah, you lost that one. So because of the fact that you're not the specialist and you're not able to out-farm him, you're not late game carry against the AM, now you're put in a situation where you're playing to his game plan, which is he wants to delay the game, he wants to push things out, he wants to blink all over, split push everything, because you have not been moving enough. You have not been making your presence known. When you had the spikes, when you had the lead, that was the time to push with your team, take out some of these towers, take out the mid tower even earlier, but now you're back in the jungle. You're not... You don't want to be in the jungle, right? This is not good mid play. Good mid play is somebody who's space, who sets the tempo, creates space for the PA, who's going to ultimately carry you in this game to make good plays. What you're doing is literally just going from jungle to jungle, and you're actually hurting your team because of the fact that you're stealing farm from the PA, who has to find it elsewhere. Look how dangerous this PA has to be. Because he can't find farm. Now he found the Juggernaut. He's like, oh shit, I'm actually levels behind. I hit the TP on out. You're wasting the PA's time because you're farming happily in the jungle. You have win run. You have options. You're stronger. You're higher level. You're going to get this. Okay, so you get the drow, but again, fix the lanes. Push on forward. And you're getting pushed on in. Now, this is the problem where AM has kind of gotten to the point where, hey, he's got about 3 big fat items. Oh, you're going to fight. Oh, Black Hole! Catches him out with nice 3-man. That was actually really nice. Big props to your Enigma there. Very, very nice. Okay. Fix the lane. That was an awesome Black Hole, actually. But you need to okay. When 3 heroes are dead, you need to push something. You need to push. You need to get out of the jungle. You are not Tarzan where you just live in the jungle the entire time, right? This is not helpful. What you do is you push towers, put pressure on all of them, or whatever you can do. Push out the lanes, and then if the guys are starting to respawn, that's the time. Okay, what an idiot, Jugs. But that's the time when you retreat back into your jungle when everyone is back again. But in that meantime, when you have that space, you also put on good wards. And then you can spot everything, so that the game becomes progressively easier for you because you have all this map control, right? This could really help your game out. And you're too focused on getting creeps, and just farming up, but you're farming it in you're stealing farm from your PA. He doesn't have BKB, man. Once he gets BKB, that's a completely different story. Like, I don't know if you're like a friend of me. You know, just let him farm, let him do his thing. He's gonna win you this game in the end. But you're not. You're fucking him over because you keep stealing his shit. All right, nice shackle there. Good. I think that's the first shackle I saw. All right, awesome. Push out the lane. PA getting run over. Got no BKB, no way to fight. And now what are you gonna do? Right now you're a person behind. Oh, you could have got that shot. Oh. Alright. So this is scary because PA is down for 28 seconds. They do have RP as well. Oh, they found him. Found the Invoker and a nice Black Hole, but there's no actual damage. Where are you? Oh, you're on the back end. Okay, so you killed the Lich. Oh, RP onto 1. For what? RP onto 1 for what? Yeah, so, okay. Alright, I'm okay with you going on Lich like that. Nice Enigma play. Oh, Omni, you gotta run to your team. You barely survived. Holy crap, that was close. But next time, just run to your team because then the Omni Slash gets spread around. It's completely randomized. Could have saved. Alright. Okay, change out the Fairy Fire. You don't need the Fairy Fire when you have a Staff of Wizardry. Mind you, you're an Intel hero, so you do more damage with it. I hope you swap it in soon. You do. You've got the Ags. Okay, another power spike for you. Okay, now you can destroy and melt towers. But what are you doing? You're melting centaurs. Get out of the jungle. Right? Like, these are the times you need to be aggressive. Windrun is still very powerful. You can BKB TP on out at any moment. There's really nothing they can do about it. This Juggernaut has been completely out of position almost the entire game. But it serves him right. Yeah, he's gonna die. Nice. Okay. Finger death. Yes. Blink there. Alright, cool. Push. Alright. I hate to sound like, one of those doctors giving birth or whatever, but push, guys. Push. This is the way you're gonna win, right? This is what you need to do is you need to create space. You need to take towers. One guy's dead for 25 seconds. But you're gonna give him all the time in the world because I'm, you need to push. And I might actually 4X it because I don't think I'm gonna get any better. Because there's not much really else to learn. Because you're literally just going from jungle to jungle. Like Liz. Okay, let me do player perspective and then we'll all freak out. This is your player perspective. Look at this. Oh, now you're going for smoke. Okay. Alright, so now you're trying to make something happen. 37 minutes. Cut him out. Tornado. Counterspell. No. Mistimed. Alright. Again, looking at your perspective. Oh! Oh, there was a 2-man shackle. What was that? He abysses and he's like, oh, I'm out. Oh! That was a really lucky shackle. Holy crap. That was a lucky shackle. Blink. Oh, BKB? Why are you running, son? I mean, the Chain Frost's fine. You can continue to fight. That shackle wasn't gonna hit. Kill the Lich. Find the Lich. Your team will deal with the Magnus. That's fine. Frost armor. As I say that, your PA just dies and melts. The Drow. you're controlled. Why are you not BKBing? What are you saving this for? Next game? Like, why are you like? You might have been able to save your PA if you were fighting the entire time with the BKB used. All right, now what do? You go back in the. Okay, you've wiped out the entire team. The entire team, and you're back in the jungle. Like, maybe take even Roche? I'd be okay with that. But now you're pushing. Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't run there. Okay. Well, that was a little premature, but okay, so you got the tower. Bottom. Oh, Juggernaut, get away! Juggernaut, get away! Oh, and you walked into that trap. You're baited. Both of you guys got your baited. I mean, the respawns were happening, right? And the Evoker was spending a lot of time just chasing after the jugs. And it was under tower, super dangerous. Definitely not something you should have done. Alright, let's just speed things up. You're dead too, so. Yeah, don't care. Okay, and Roche threw that all. You had a team wipe. Nice BKB, or sorry, not black hole there. Nice shackle, good. That was good. Can you get more? Okay, that Juggernaut sticking around was stupid. Yo, you lost 2 of your teammates. Why would you stick around, Jugs? This Jugs like has no game sense whatsoever. Okay, you got Daedalus, so you're even you're even more of a damage dealer. You're running back to the fountain a lot. I don't know what you're doing. To save a little bit of mana? Like, that seems silly. Alright, I want to speed this up. Okay, so it's kind of a lot of the same. Oh, that definitely blast missed. You can use the illusion to actually... Oh, he okey-doked you. Completely got missed. Have you saved for buyback? No, you don't have buyback. You need to save for buyback. I think that's another risky thing. After 35 minutes, if you don't have buyback and you're just buying items willy-nilly, you're going to have a problem. This will help you long-term. Speed things up. Nice shackle there. You've been skewered, you've been RP'd. Why don't you BKB? Why don't you fight in BKB? You know that Windranger, like her, like if she has BKB and Windrun, she's almost invincible. She's almost invincible. Like, I shit you not. But you have not used a single charge of your BKB. I'm actually wondering at this point if you even know you have a BKB. Because you haven't used it. Shackle. Good shackle, and then nice. But here's the thing, is that why are you scared? Right? Like, you still have Windrun up. You have 2 charges. You have your BKB. And yet, you ran away when the Drow was just by himself. Like, there's so many opportunities when you have the BKB, and it's a 10-second charge. I don't know what you're saving this for. The 60-minute mark? Like, you buy a BKB so you use it, so that when you do use it, you get kills, which will further accelerate you and your team. Like, it puts you in a way better spot because you're winning, and they have no way to kill you. You're super strong. Alright, more dewarding action. We're gonna fast forward this. And yeah, this is a game where you're winning 33, and your team is like, I feel like they're good enough to win. But you didn't take advantage of any of the gaps that you had. You don't have buyback. This is a huge problem. You must always have buyback at this point. You're buying out on items, and buyback will save you more long term than anything else in this game. Because they're gonna get this tower, and you're down 3 people. None of these guys have buyback. They could technically go high ground if they wanted to. Hang on, I gotta get off your cam. Alright, so this AM, don't care, right? He's strong. Like, backdoor protection, whatevs. We don't care. They just need to space it out, make sure there's no good black holes, Manta. And now the creeps are here, so that this should be easy peasy. But you need to have bought back. Now your PA dies, right? If you bought back, these guys would all backed up, right? It's as simple as that. And they're going to continue to get more. They get the full set of racks. Wow. See how quickly the game changed? AM just died. I don't know what happened, but that's fine. He probably got caught out, shackled, killed. Alright, that's fine. And then you lost the bottom racks too. So, okay, Jugs, who's playing like an NP, who's actually got a decent amount of farm right now. And you're just chasing ghosts, right? you're still in the jungle, and look at this. I'm sure you're sad that your jungle is being taken over by the enemy team. But now you're stuck to your own, your one last set of racks. Like, this is a very winnable game. Very winnable game. But you're not pushing when you have those opportunities. You need to know when I have gaps. If I've killed the entire team, I should be pushing. I should be doing everything in my power to get to those towers and to kill as many as possible. Right? Like, your instinct right now is, I need to farm, I need to just go in the jungle. And to be honest, jungling versus the creep waves actually gets you less XP and gold. So it will, again, help you long term if you prioritize things properly, understanding how the fights need to go. You're a good, like, I think you're a fine mid. I think that you know what I mean? Like, you have the potential to be there. Yeah, this Juggernaut is just bad, right? But you need to work on the more technical things. And again, you bought out, look at this. 100 gold, right? And this is, sorry, 2050. They've changed the amount. But you've left it in your backpack. You're getting nothing out of this, okay? But the thing is that you don't have buyback. This would have been enough for buyback. So I'm foreseeing it now that you die, you don't have buyback, and you can't defend your game, your last set of racks. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't know why you're buying things out when you don't even have buyback. Buyback is super important in this game. If it's on cooldown, by all means, buy out. Like, buy whatever you have, because you don't have buyback for another 6 or 7 minutes, right? So, like, these are the things where, again, you need to kind of figure that out. You need to understand why, and again, it will help you improve as a player if you understand the power of buyback, right? I can tell you straight up, your Enigma's doing great. This Juggernaut is doing shit. Drow, shit. You, unfortunately, shit. Because of the fact that you don't have even the money for buyback. You should definitely have the money for buyback. Buyback's super important, guys. Super important. Oh my god, he BKB for that. Alright. Okay, and I am a bit harsh, and I apologize for that. But I want you to understand just the tiny small things that will make you so much of a better player. Like, I've been in your shoes, man. I know how it feels, right? And like, I'm thinking, oh, if I just have this next big item, I will win the game. But in actuality, in Dota, you never know. Like, you're probably not going to win. You might get caught out. You might have bad positioning, whatever. Like, both of these guys got black hole. That was bad positioning, right? That might happen. That does happen. But how do you deal with, oh, this Drow trying to run for his life? He's fine because there's no dust. Yeah, he gets away. Yeah, he gets away. Oh, that creep spotted him out. Shadow Blade one more time, and here comes the AM. Oni-chan with the plays. Abyssal debated, and that's going to be it. All she wrote. There's a lot of action going on, but I don't see where you guys were. And why did you go... Why did you go Lincoln's? What the hell? The Drow? Oh, the PA found him. Okay. Oh, the counterspell. Oh, the Aegis. Alright, that'll keep him alive. He's going to blink away. He should be fine. He even has cheese. Yeah. Another thing to note is instead of the Lincolns, I think you needed a blink. Blink would have given you the perfect, because the blink and then you can get the right angle in the shackles. I think that will go a long way to help you. Somebody DC'd. Don't care who it is. Let's go. I think this game's over. I think. Like, when games go long like this, you just look at the lineups. Who has more cores? Right? This side, right? Radiant. So they're going to win. I think so. Unless they fuck up completely. Let us see. KB's all over the place. Blink on back. That oh, that Lich is just like, oh, guys, I thought there was a party. I'm here. And that's easy peasy. Killing. Nice little pick off there. What's up, Jim? Oh, BKB for what? AM actually gerbated it. Wow, 1x seems real. It's like slow motion after watching it 2x for so long. But okay, Invoker does get a Orchid. BKB. 5 seconds here. You have not used your BKB still. Wow, sir. Okay, please watch this replay. please understand, like, not even using your BKB for like 30 minutes seems wrong, right? Right? We're on the same page on that, right? Okay. Now you're going to try to defend high ground. And you're being split pushed. All the lanes have been fixed in the sense for the Radiant, and it's going to be difficult for you, so you need to defend. Can't even leave your base, right? That's why we fix it like this. Some T4 action. I feel like there's going to be one last hurrah. Okay. Oh, he has Trident, and he's not even using it. This PA, what the hell? Nick, you have Trident. The Trident actually would have saved you too. The amount of stats you get out of this thing are insane. Oh my god, guys. Oh, that RP game winning. Well, I mean, the game was already won. You still didn't even BKB. You still didn't even BKB. You didn't use your BKB once this game, and you lost. Okay, you're just not familiar with the items. I mean, the BKB, the timing on that was good, but you didn't use it once, man. You didn't use it. You didn't use your BKB once this entire game. That's crazy to me. All right, so sorry if I sounded harsh. It's tough love. Trying to help you out. I played Windranger like you back in the day. Okay. Like, you're just not familiar with, like, because you played a lot of support, I'm assuming, and then now you're trying to play core, and you're not really used to all the different, you know, the gadgets and gizmos that you get. So I could see that being an issue, because you're playing very far back, and you're playing very passive, and that's kind of how supports play. But you have the mechanics to play mid well, and you have the potential. But you need to understand when you have those gaps to kind of push through and to take over the game. You could have created a lot more space for your PA and made the game easy for him to win the game for you. And the fact that, by the way, this Trident in the backpack and not being used is an actual travesty. Look at the stats on this thing. I've never read. I don't even know what the Trident does because I've never actually gotten to the bottom of all of the you know what I mean, all the different stats that it has, because it's just too many. Like, who can read this? Who can tell you what this thing has? Like, Trident, just, oh, it's a god item because, you know, it's too long didn't read. Like, I've all this text. Like, it's amazing for you, right? And seeing, like, hang on, even spider legs, like, I felt like, you know what I mean, like, even Apex isn't really good for Invoker. Like, your plus 75 to your primary attribute would have been amazing for you too. More damage, more intel, more everything, right? And you don't need more spider legs because, to be honest, all you need to do is win run BKB and you win fights. But you didn't even BKB once this game, okay? So I hope you learned something. Thank you so much. Again, I apologize if I sounded harsh. I mean it from a good place. So thank you so much for this replay submission. Honestly, there's a lot to learn in this game. So please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.